It's the moment you didn't know you're waiting for.
He is Carter.
He's Chad.
And this is the Irish 365 podcast.
Welcome into the Irish 365 podcast, an exciting one, a Pitt post-game show.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good one, right? I mean, the Irish take care of business, 37-15 against Pitt, crap score late, 37-9 basically.
I'm a little upset.
Yeah.
I mean, the 37-9, I called
Bush League.
I called 38-10.
Yeah.
It's like Narduzzi was just taunting me.
Yeah. Pretty Bush League stuff.
It was.
Ask me. I mean, that was okay, whatever. Like, if that's it was their Super Bowl. That's what you got to tell yourself, right?
I'm not surprised. I mean, he's down 14-0. We gift him a freaking ball inside the 10, and what's he do?
Can't do it.
Kicks a field goal.
Yep.
Like,
yeah.
It's just bad coaching.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people like him.
Jordan's not one of them.
I'm not one of them. Jordan's not one of them. Yeah.
I'm not one of them after this week. Yeah. I mean, what an interesting week. I mean, you come into the week trying to say that you don't care if you lose this game. Then you try to hype it back up. You tell your fans they better be drunk coming into the game. The fans took that a different way after the game. Like, yeah, I wish I was drunker so I don't have to watch this. I mean, yeah. I mean, asked for 3 false starts from their fans this morning on game day. I believe he got 1.
Yep.
So, yeah. I mean, not a great day for Pitt, but, yeah, I think Pitt's got everything to play for. I mean, but again, they don't control their own destiny. They need people to lose to make the ACC championship. I think that's that's not been stated enough. The winner of that Duke Virginia Tech game, whoever wins that one, they need them to lose a different game for Pitt to even make the ACC championship.
And winning the ACC is not going to guarantee you a spot in the CFP this year.
Yeah. I mean, after Navy took care of North Texas, it may.
Yeah. But
it's a 99% chance. 99% chance. I think the only way the ACC does not get
James Madison could throw it off.
Yes, but now is Navy going to be ranked? And also, if any team's going to be ranked in the ACC championship game, probably except for Duke. So that's the worst case. If Duke wins out with 4 losses, that would be the one bad thing. But I'm assuming they'll still get ranked 25th or something at the end if they win the ACC championship. So yeah, because you got to remember it's top 5 conference champions make that college football playoff. It's not Power 4 plus 1 group of 5 as it's normally stated.
Top 5. The 5 highest ranked conference champions.
Yes. So there is technically a way the ACC's left out. It's very unlikely, but it is out in the world. But yeah, let's kind of get into this game. Pitt starts on their opening drive, I think, and has a couple big plays, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they started off like, which I expected, right? Yeah. All the momentum, college game day, all the hype. It looked like an electric atmosphere from, I don't know, midnight till on.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they started off, and I think, what was the stat? 5 games in a row they've scored on the opening drive?
Since he's been the quarterback, they've scored every opening drive.
And they hit a couple of big plays on us. So what that tells me is the coaches are really good at scripting that opening drive.
Yeah.
And the quarterback's good at executing. So yeah, they made some big plays, and it was like, oh boy, let's go.
Yeah, it was like, oh shoot, is this gonna be a long day? And then Irish defense definitely settled in with incompletion, 1-yard pass, incompletion, and then gets to 4th down, and then boom, it's a sack, right? I mean, it was a tough spot.
But the play before the sack, was that not a catch?
I don't know.
I don't
think
Schuler.
I don't know. He didn't. Yeah, it didn't really get reviewed. I don't think it really was a catch.
Right.
Football move. I know you said it in the text. But yeah, I was like, Schuler just blew him up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a heck of a hit. Would have been sweet for a fumble score there, but I think yes, that would have been momentum, but I think what happens next for the Irish showing that they can get pressure anytime they want the rest of the game was huge for us as well. Because it was a situation where I don't know where they're at the 40-yard line on their side of the field, and then we flipped it back to our side of the field at the 45 or something. Like it was a 15, 16-yard sack he took.
Big loss of yards on that one. So that helped swing momentum our direction.
Yeah.
And we go on the offense, and we start to move the ball a little bit.
Yeah. I mean.
And then we stall.
Yeah.
Kicking woes.
Again.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Like
a story. I mean, the game day they talk about neither field goal kicker made something coming into this game, and we haven't made our freshman kicker hasn't made one yet.
Yeah.
Field goal of the game. So Eric Schmidt made some extra points at least. We're gonna try to
positives. He's good.
And I don't like we won't we'll get into more of the game, but also an interesting thing late, Freeman going for it on these fourth downs, on these chip shots. There was could have been maybe yes, I'm happy we scored the touchdown. We went, obviously we get stopped at the one later in the game, but good chance for some confidence there for a kicker, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was a 40-some yarder he missed, but yeah, I mean,
give him a 29.
Yeah, can we get him basically an extra point that's still a field goal, pads the stats a little bit, you know what I mean? One of those situations. So,
and there's so much mental about the kicking game, and if you watch Pat Mack on the pregame and he gets to the kicker's head, the kid's trying to kick his head. I mean, the mental side of kicking is by far the hardest part of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's get this kid some confidence.
Yeah.
Find a way to get this kid some confidence.
Yeah, and without getting too much into drive by drive, Notre Dame's defense after that stop showed up. Then it was the Notre Dame defense we've seen, quick 3 and out, and then
we were rolling.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 0-0. That next series goes into play, and I'm like, okay, we're winning this game.
Yeah.
It's tight early, which I expected, but we're winning this game because I'm feeling comfortable about where we were at. So
yeah, and then I mean, you force a 3 and out, and then use one play Jeremiah Love. I mean, that was just awesome. I was going crazy.
And the greatest part of that is all the hype, all the talk.
Yeah. Early
Early in the game, people are still watching because it's tight. It's not a blowout yet, and he's just in full freaking sprint,
full speed.
That's an NFL move.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
NFL field in front of all those NFL scouts.
Yeah, I mean, that was big time play and a big time. And I've seen a lot on social people saying, "Okay, it's time we talk seriously about Jeremiah Love and the Heisman." So
yeah, and it'll be interesting how the rest of the day folds because obviously there's some big games happening. What happens with those guys? Because guy from Oklahoma, guy from Alabama step up, someone from Georgia, someone from Tennessee,
and we're shooting this pod during the afternoon game.
Yeah,
post Notre Dame game and the evening games haven't happened. This pod will probably drop before that. So
yeah.
So anyway, good freaking start, and then you turn around, you get the ball back to Pitt, and boom, Tay.
Yep.
2-6-0 to the show.
Yep. As the Fort Worth Tin Caps like to say, huh?
That's right.
Yeah. And so Notre Dame, what was the stat? Notre Dame scored 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You sent a text in the group text. It was a joke, we may score 100.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, at that point, it was we might do it.
Narduzzi might get his wish.
It's holy cow. We've scored 14 points in the first 7.5 minutes, and we still missed a field goal. It could be 17-0. Yeah.
Yeah. And Christian Gray, if you don't give me the scoop and score, Christian Gray dropped a ball that could have been a pick six as well. It could have very well been 21.
Yeah. Bryce Young later.
We'd never miss that field goal.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean the Irish offense started going, the Irish defense started going.
Yeah.
Pitt comes back out, loses 7 yards on their next drive, 3 and out, another big sack. Irish.
It was somewhere in the second quarter. I think they threw out the stat Pitt had 33 yards total offense or something like that early in the second quarter.
Yeah.
It's okay, defense is doing its thing at this point.
Yeah, I mean, and I kind of in the early second quarter, I think this is probably the sloppiest we've seen CJ.
Play
the
2 picks.
Yeah. So, I mean, we got to talk about the Malachi Fields catch on the false start. He recognized he has a free play, and I appreciate that, and just throws the ball up.
Yeah.
And it almost reminded me of that. It was so much like that Georgia play last year in the Sugar Bowl. It was thrown down to Bo Collins, and Bo Collins almost made a play on it, but didn't. It's Malachi Fields is going to make the play, though.
Yeah, Malachi.
It was a very similar, guy on that right side jumps all over.
You had the free play, take the shot.
And it was just a launch down the left-hand side. And But then
And it's weird because CJ plays good 98% of the time.
Yeah.
It just seems, but then I got to go back and remind myself, okay, he is a first-year starter. He is a redshirt freshman. He was on the roster last year watching Riley Leonard, do his thing, but he was injured and he was kind of running practice squad. I mean, so
yeah, I was gonna say he was on the team last year, but he didn't get many reps in. We don't know how many reps he got in, right? But he had elbow problems, right? It was throwing elbow too, correct?
Oh,
yeah. So I mean, he missed some time last year in those practice reps that would make a big difference between, yeah.
Yeah, and if you're running scout team against the Notre Dame defense, it's not like you're not playing against a good defense. You're getting good quality reps. It's not game reps, but it's good quality reps. And he shows he's got a good touch on the ball. He's got good mental awareness. And I love it because he's playing well, but yet I'm oh, he can still clean some things up. So hopefully we'll see him continue to progress this season and next year as well, even take that next step. So I think Herbstreit said it, like, he could be like
number one pick,
clear front runner for the Heisman next year too. Like, he may come out of the gate like, okay,
which all those media preseason Heisman talks I don't love.
I
don't love it.
Never goes well. Yeah. But he's a quarterback.
I was going to say, how many of those guys have been benched already this year? I mean, DJ Lagway at Florida, Nussmeier at LSU. So the preseason Heisman talk for quarterbacks is Arch Manning had struggled off the bat.
Yeah, he struggled early, but the difference will be this will be CJ Carr, and it'll be a second year in the Denbrock system.
And it's a guy that's won games. It's not just hype. You know what I mean? So that also plays a factor.
I'm not trying to make a comparison of CJ Carr to one Jaden Daniels, but they do have some similarities in their OC and second year in the system.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying he could elevate that next level in the passing game next year.
Yeah. So I think
we'll worry about that next year.
So we kind of got into a little bit of, I don't want to say rut, but we felt that where the Notre Dame offense was getting some yards but not scoring.
Yeah.
And they kind of went through a little bit of rut there. Pitt made it 14-3. But then, we ended up going back down in 6 plays, 50 yards or something like that, and we scored again. 25-yard touchdown pass. Malachi Fields gets his first of the day, and a heck of a catch, heck of a throw.
Yeah. He was a great offseason acquisition. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it definitely feels like he's been one of our best transfer portal pickups, like since the portal era, besides a non-quarterback, I'll say.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely some guys that made plays, and we saw that last year. Big guys making plays when it mattered. Sugar Bowl, Orange Bowl, all that stuff. But this Malachi Fields he hasn't got targets every week, but he's had some big plays. And he's been a heck of a blocker. I think that's so underrated about him. He's a Notre Dame wide receiver now. He's blocking. He's blocking his tail off.
And that's something Notre Dame wide receivers have done really well for quite a while. And that's something you have to do well if you want to play at the next level. And so it's good to see him getting that on tape because, you can have all the highlight catches you want. NFL scouts are going to look at that, but they're also looking at what you're doing when the ball's not coming to you. And he's got plenty of tape to say, hey, ball doesn't have to come to me. I mean, and same thing with Jeremiah Love. He's got a lot of great stuff on tape when it comes to carrying the rock and making plays.
Yeah.
But if you're paying attention, pass pro, like CJ Carr scored a touchdown there late. He had a heck of a lead block on that one. So I mean, those guys didn't hurt themselves at all, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, and then Pitt kind of goes into this. I don't want to say prevent, but they got a little momentum going there on that drive right before the half, and then they ended up probably one of the worst. That field goal kick might have been worse than the one we saw on College Game Day this morning. Yeah, it was pretty ugly.
I felt for him.
Yeah.
I like Pitt fans. I know how you feel. It's a struggle. It's real.
It was a farther out field goal, but then we got to kind of talk about. The announcers went nuts on that last CJ Carr sack. They said he fumbled, and I kept saying CJ had the ball.
He did fumble.
But they kept saying that should be reviewed. It's pit ball. I'm like, CJ Carr still had the ball.
Like he was laying on
and then play got up and he's holding the ball still. Like I'm like, what is the
But
he fumbled, yes, but he still has the ball. What if there's nothing to review?
And I thought for sure they were going to give the touchdown to jump ahead to Pitt later when the guy fumbled the ball. Because I thought he had it. He fumbled it, knee on the ground, then recovered it.
Knee up, and then recovered it.
Yeah.
In the end zone.
And I'm like, I still don't understand how that wasn't a touchdown.
Yeah. But we do have to talk about that drive because Pitt gets inside the 10. We stop him 3 straight plays, a defensive holding, which I wasn't convinced about.
Yeah.
And then it goes forward. We literally stopped them 8 times from scoring inside the 10.
Yeah.
8 straight plays they had inside the 10.
We were the definition of bend but don't break.
Oh, my goodness. I was like, yes, maybe that 8th play should have been a touchdown, but it's like they legitimately, and it was cool having that ACC.
Yes, I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Like the whole live conversation. Give me more of that. If you want to.
And the ACC's been doing that this year on ABC games.
Yeah, if you want if you want to diffuse the whole, how can they not overturn that? What are they seeing?
Yeah. Because at least you know why they did what they did. Because if you if you don't have that inside look on that play, I think everyone's like, what the heck? Like, he fumbled it, he picks it up. But at least you heard their reasoning.
Yeah, I had no desire for
You might
Pitt to
still
score.
disagree with them.
I had no desire for Pitt to score a touchdown there. But when I saw it, I'm like, that's a touchdown. How? And if all I got was the play was overturned, I'd have been like, it's for us.
Yeah.
And we know we've had the ACC reffing crew on this game that has made some questionable calls this year.
Yeah, NC State and they were the crew that was on the NIU game last year.
Yeah. So you go, but hey, I like that live look in. I think we need more of that. That was absolutely. I thought it was good inside football stuff. So.
Yeah. Then after the half, Notre Dame comes out, drives down on that opening drive. Price almost had a big kickoff return there. And then Malachi Fields gets his second of the day. And this, I guess, was the more impressive of the touchdowns for Malachi for the day. It was offsides, right?
Yeah.
The offsides one. You get a free play, take advantage of it.
Yeah, and he had some good catches today. I think there was one catch he had where, like, he stepped out of bounds, but he still.
Oh, yeah. He went out of bounds, would have been the hat trick, yeah.
Yeah, but it was still a heck of a catch.
And then the defenders, which I found hilarious all day, the Pitt defenders just getting up in our guy's face. And it's like, dude, we're blowing you out. Like, this is not a ball game.
Are you surprised, though? We got little brother energy from Pitt all week.
I know.
They were just trying to, on social, they were chirping from the fan base.
Yeah.
Their coach says and is just less than classy all week, trying to like talk up, talk down Marcus Freeman, and just So I'm not surprised they were chippy and not a positive way.
Yeah, and then it kind of gets run away here. The one play I did want to talk about, I forget who got the sack, but or maybe it was a handoff to the running back, and he kind of our defender gets stiff-armed in the face mask.
Yeah.
It wasn't KVA. I forget who it was.
No, 14.
Or it was Osbury, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was Osbury. He literally comes in, gets stiff-armed into the face mask, and then still makes the tackle, and then they call Osbury on a face mask.
He did grab his helmet.
Barely. Yeah, he did get him.
But I think the stiff-arm face mask, he didn't
he grabbed.
He grabbed. Yeah. So he was face masked first.
Yeah.
And his face mask was a retaliatory. He did face mask him.
Yeah.
But if they're going to call that, it was 1/3 of the effort of what he received. So, that was just – it was one of those I looked at it, I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, I knew the crew. And I just felt good that we had this lead and we're rolling and then like, okay – at least we've done the things we need to do to have
the refs aren't changing the outcome of this game.
Yeah.
And that's what I think we need to do every single week. Like, yes, there's going to be bad calls for us, against us, and whatnot. But it's like we've got to control when those bad calls happen. It doesn't affect us.
Yeah.
Like,
if you got a 14-21 point lead, it's hard for a bad call to. And you got to. And the good thing is, I think our team's seen so many bad calls that they're not letting it get to them.
Yeah.
They're not. They're not like.
At first, I thought they got him for an excessive celebration until they said, I was like, are you kidding me? Not this again.
But, Dallas Golden, the young guy who got the sack, and they called for the late hit on the quarterback on that last drive.
It wasn't a sack. He threw it away, but they said they hit him low, and it's like.
He wrapped him up around the waist, maybe just below the waist, but above the knees. And then he, rolls so the quarterback doesn't, it's like, well, that's what led that last drive, right?
Yeah.
That was that one, and then there was the other late hit they called, which the guy hit him, but he pulled way up. I'm like, those were two of the weakest late freaking hit calls I've ever seen. Again, the game at that point was in hand, so I'm not gonna let it set too much, but it's like that was some poor decision making by the referees, in my opinion.
But we weren't expecting Notre Dame to play a completely clean game just like last week. 8 penalties for 84 yards, not ideal. A few of them late. But I think the big stat of the day for Notre Dame is Pitt was 0 for 13 on third downs.
Yeah.
0 for 13 on third downs. I don't know what else to say.
That's tough. That's good defense.
Yeah.
And this is a Pitt offense that people thought was their strength.
The best numbers in.
And people are like, oh, this Pitt offense is good.
Threw for 149 yards, and I don't know how many of those were on that last drive. 50, 60?
Yeah. And I don't know if you talked to the guy. We were at Boston College a few weeks ago, and the guy right behind us was from Philadelphia, and he was rooting for Boston College because he had a brother or somebody who was a Boston College guy, and he's like, hey, I'm telling you, Pitt's going to be the toughest team Notre Dame plays left on their schedule. And he was adamant like Pitt could give Notre Dame trouble and beat them. I'm wondering how he's feeling today.
Well, he's probably feeling great. They scored that touchdown, makes 15 points at the end, huh?
That's right. He's feeling better about that.
Yeah, and Notre Dame dominates the time of possession, 35 minutes. I mean, that's 35 minutes, 17 seconds. I think that's my two big stats for today. Notre Dame time of possession, dominant, and 0 for 13 on third downs. Irish 4 for 12, which isn't great, but makes up for on 3 for 5 on fourth. Yeah, I mean, Notre Dame just stopped Pitt from moving the sticks, and that kills the game.
So 2 questions I've got. Number 1 is, did Jeremiah Love do enough to get himself in the Heisman conversation?
We talked on the first
I don't think
podcast.
he win. I still don't think he wins it.
No, he definitely has to be in this conversation, right?
Yeah. But did he do enough to get himself in the conversation? At least an invite to New York, because to me that's a win. If he gets an invite to New York, that's as
if I'm biased, obviously, I think he's the best player in college football. The best player in college football should be there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can look at stats and everything like that and say, well, he only just passed 1,000 rushing yards, and you look at Gentry last year, and it's like, holy
1,600. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he Gentry put up a lot more yards, but then you look at yards per carry, you look at those highlights. Yeah.
But
I mean,
Jordan and I talked about this on the pod a little bit.
Yeah.
You and I talked about it in the preseason. Does he have enough? Because again, I keep going back to 50 years ago. They looked at the paper because you couldn't watch games live, and it was all about gaudy stats. And then it became a quarterback.
It's clicks,
and now is clicks.
Yeah.
If clicks are going to make it happen, who has more clickable moments than Jeremiah Love?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see how the voters treat him, but I'm hoping he finds his way at least to New York. If he's not in New York to at least set in that crowd, I think that's a travesty. Yeah. And I also thought it was interesting during the broadcast, they said that ESPN had him ranked as the number 2 player overall.
The number 2 prospect for next year.
If he goes to the draft. And, I mean, I felt like ESPN was talking him up draft stuff. One, the draft's going to be in Pittsburgh in a couple hundred days. So the talking about the draft wasn't ridiculous because there was a tie-in.
Yeah.
But it was almost like, please get this guy off the Notre Dame roster. Get him to the NFL.
Yeah.
I got bad news for you if that's your motive, because we got more guys in the stable, and we got more guys coming.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was the first thing. And the second thing I was going to ask you is, we got style points.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need style points the rest of the season to keep ourselves in the mix for college football playoffs? Because there's some games that have been dicey. A&M's game is over. A&M survived and won. Alabama, Oklahoma's going on as we speak now, and it's closer than it should be.
Yeah.
So
define style points.
14, 17, 21-point victories.
Yeah. If we need to beat Syracuse and Stanford by, that many points. That's what I was wondering. Are you talking, do we need to beat them by 40 each? Because I don't think 40 each, but these can't be close games. They're coming down to the fourth quarter. Yeah. We can't have an A&M South Carolina game today like that. A&M can, because they're undefeated.
Yeah,
They can have that game. They could have technically lost today, I think, and they'd been fine.
The better we play, because I heard this in the CFP. Like, they're like, A&M's got the best win in the thing. They have to win over Notre Dame. It's like, well, clearly they're giving us a lot of respect.
Yeah.
So us getting A&M having the win over us helps us. But I mean, Pitt, USC are our only hopes, and I'm hoping somehow
Navy might get ranked again after.
Yeah, I'm hoping somehow, some way, USC can win the Big Ten.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm hoping Pitt can figure out a way to win the ACC.
We don't even need USC to win the Big Ten. We need USC to beat Oregon next week.
Yeah.
If USC beats Oregon and they secure basically their spot, because there's going to be at least 3 Big Ten teams in my opinion.
Yeah.
Unless Oregon beats USC and then Oregon loses the following week. So, that's kind of where I stand on it. Style points, yes, by 14 to 21. These can't be Syracuse and Stanford can't be games that come down to a last-second field goal win. It can't feel like a 2012 game where we're biting our nails every week and we
can't even have a Boston College game.
No.
We can't have any more of that.
Especially depending on how these games end. If Oklahoma wins, if Texas wins, and we're compared with 4 2-loss SEC teams.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're compared those 3-loss SEC teams, right? That's kind of my take on it.
Here's what I think works in our favor, though. We got our next home game as our last home game, which is senior game against Syracuse.
Yep.
we know we'll play well against Syracuse. We always play well on senior night.
Yep.
So I feel good about that. Marcus Freeman seems to get the team rallied on the road, and then our last game of the season is away at Stanford. So I feel like, okay, a Stanford team we should roll, and we got the benefit of going on the road and taking it to them, and I think Marcus Freeman can kind of...
And it's a thing where our defenses, even in that Boston College game, our defenses look darn good.
Our defenses...
So if our defense is letting up points in some of these games, and we're like, if we won today 55-30, I'd be like, all right, but our defense has been traveling. Our defense has been showing up every week since week 3, I'd say, after that Purdue game.
Yeah.
They've got it figured out. Chris Ash is knowing what to call now. But yeah, that's my opinion. We're gonna win both these next 2 games by 21 plus each of them.
Book it.
Yep.
I'll take it. So speaking of Heisman candidates, speaking of statistics, we had a contest.
Yeah.
Do we have a winner?
So we had 3 people nail it on the nose this week. Strelo 702, Bradley Painter, I think, and Bert Heil.
Heil.
Or Bart Heil, my bad.
Bart Heil.
Yeah,
There we go.
My sloppy handwriting. So yeah, they're entered. We already sent them a DM, and yeah, I mean this podcast is going to out, but we're about to go live on X.
Yeah. So when we're done filming this one. We're gonna go live on X, and we're gonna give away 2 tickets to Syracuse.
Yep, we're gonna do it.
It's happening today, so we'll get those off to somebody. So I think that's pretty wild. 3 people guessed exactly Jeremiah Love.
167 on the nose. Well done.
Yeah, and
we had someone at 168 too.
Yeah, and 170 and
170. I forget. We had one a little bit lower too. There was
165,
164, 65, somewhere around there.
So there were some people that were feeling it.
Yeah.
So kudos to those people on the X. That,
and thanks everyone for being a part of it this year. I mean, a lot of fun, growing our fan page, and we're excited to give away these tickets. We hope whoever gets them has a great time next weekend.
Yeah, they are great seats.
Yep.
They're the upper bowl, but they're like low, like 3rd row upper bowl, right
row
in the middle
6,
of the field.
But it's the 3rd row of the upper
3rd row, right in the middle of the field. Like, yeah, so pretty good seats to sit and watch and see how things go. So,
yep. All right, so we got to get out of here so we can go live on X, huh?
We got to go live on X. So
hey, we appreciate everyone. So glad we beat Pitt. Great, fun game to watch. Sound like a lot of Notre Dame fans are there. Hope everyone had a great time that made it out there.
Yeah,
and yeah,
I know we were thinking about it, and life didn't make it easy this week.
Yeah.
But all I know is we are setting pretty to be looking at a home college football playoff game.
Close.
I think we're going to pull that off. And we can get CFP talk a little bit later this week when we do the pregame for Syracuse.
Yep.
But I think the Irish are going to find themselves in that 7 or 8 spot come Tuesday. So
that'll be fantastic.
We'll see how it happens.
All right. Well, we're going to go live on X, and yeah.
Well, as always,
go Irish.
Go Irish.